Hey guys, and welcome to another edition of Nails Are a Lifestyle. Today we are in Houston, Texas with Miss Cynthia, the owner of the Stay Ready Nail Studio School. Say hey, Cynthia.
Yeah, hey.
Hey guys, and welcome to another edition of Nails Are a Lifestyle. Today we are in Houston, Texas with Miss Cynthia, the owner of the Stay Ready Nail Studio School. Say hey, Cynthia.
Yeah, hey.
All right, Miss Cynthia. Now, first of all, I wanted to know, where did you get that name from? The name of the school. Why did you name it that?
Stay ready because I was getting my nails done at a salon years and years ago, and I thought this elderly lady, she always came at the same time, and she had her hair done, the wig on, everything done. I'm like, where you going today? I said, you always put together. And she looked at me, she said, you know what? I stay ready. You never know when my girlfriends are going to call me to go to lunch or brunch. I stay ready so I don't have to get ready.
So what year did you open up your school?
What year?
What year? Yeah.
What year? 2019.
Okay.
So we
how
was
did that come
we was
about?
going about names, and my husband said, just use Stay Ready. Like you always saying, stay ready, so you ain't got to get ready. So Stay Ready Nails Academy became the name of the school, and Stay Ready Nails Studio became the name of my product line.
Okay. So what made you open up a school? Like, how did that come about?
Actually, everybody was telling me that I should do that because they realized I was good at, doing nails as the nail, technician, but I was always educating the public, always going live, always doing videos saying, you should do it this, you should do it this way, you should not do this, blah, blah, blah. And people kept telling me, you'll be a great teacher. I'm like, girl, I ain't got time for that. And everybody just kept saying it, you'll be a great teacher, you'll be a great teacher. My husband said that you'll be a great teacher. Go and get your license to be a teacher, an instructor for nails. So I said, okay, I was just doing stuff. Whatever people were telling me to do, I did it. And they kept saying, okay, you got your teacher license, get a school. I'm like, wait a minute, y'all, hold on. No, get a school. So I looked into it, and here I am.
Now, at the time, did you have a nail salon or something, or what were you doing?
I had a suite. So I was doing nails at Stay Ready Nail Studio. I didn't have a big nail salon. I just had my own individual private suite.
Now, did you ever have a salon at all?
No.
With other nail techs? Okay.
No.
And then how long had you been doing nails? Like, what year did you actually get started?
So I actually graduated from nail school to get my license in 2015. It took a couple of months for me to get my own little private suite. So I did that from 2016 to 2019 when I started, like, okay, I'm done with nails, let me focus on the school. So I didn't do it not that long, 2016 to 19.
Wow.
Yep.
That's really something. Most of the people that I know that say that's teaching or giving classes, they say that's something they always wanted to do. Was the process hard to open up the school in Texas, though?
Yes, it was really hard, and I had to get several mentors and pay them to help me to figure it out because it's something that you just can't do without knowing the steps of it, and not only the steps of it to get approved for the state and the city. Once you get to school, I tell everybody, okay, once you get to school, then what? You got to write curriculums. You got to know how to run an adult school. Like I literally deal with, of course, adults, and that's different personalities. You got to know how to deal with that,
Right.
and
Absolutely.
that's a challenge. Yes,
Now, in Texas, how many hours do you need for nail certification?
600.
Okay, and then I don't know. So over there, like, what is the price range like for schools over there? Because I know it definitely just varies. Sometimes
Yes,
some.
yeah, it varies because some schools that have funding through like the government for financial aid, FAFSA, whatever FAFSA is going to pay them per student, that's their tuition. That can be anywhere up to 6,000 to 10,000 to 15,000. But for
I asked you that
me,
because some states won't even give financial aid to the nail techs.
yeah, they won't because you have to have your curriculum at 600 hours. And I know Maryland, y'all
Mm,
don't have, you guys are not 600 hours. So your curriculum had to be 600 hours. So
got you.
I was going to go that route to get the financial aid and stuff, but it's so much stress behind that. I don't want to deal with that. And I just lower my tuition enough where they can pay out of pocket and pay payment plans to get their tuition and pay off. So mine was
Got
in
you.
the beginning, when I first opened, I was charging $6,000 and they was paying it. Then the COVID hit when I opened the year 2020, when I officially enrolled my first group, which was
Hmm.
2020 January. COVID hit several months after that.
What?
Yes, and so I was able to put them online until they can say, okay, you guys can come back into the classroom. And then, of course, in the industry, the economy, everything, went down. So I kept lowering my tuition. So now I'm down to like 4,900.
But the crazy thing is, so many people went to nail school during COVID. COVID birthed so many nail techs.
Yeah, you're right.
So many.
Because everybody was doing their nails out of their house. And also they was getting caught also doing it like that. So everybody's coming to school to be official so people can take them more serious, and of course to keep TDLR off their butts.
So what field were you in? Because I mean, you haven't even been doing nails that long, and you got to school. What field were you in before you decided to get your nail license?
I'm a retired postal worker, so I worked for the post office for 13 years.
Okay.
So I did that, got injured, had several back surgeries, so I had to retire. That was in my 40s. So I was retired, and I'm like, okay, I'm retired. I'm gonna sit home. I'm retired, but that didn't last long because I'm not the type of person just to sit still and don't do anything. So when I retired, I had nothing but time. So I said, well, let me look into doing my own nails. They always messing them up. I do it myself. So that's how it got started also, by me just practicing, researching, doing my own nails. And I'm like, okay, I like this. This is my passion. I didn't realize what that was. I said,
Wow.
oh, okay, this is my passion. So that's how I really got started also. And I took it from there. From 2009, I retired, just sitting home, painting my own nails, to going to school 2014, graduating in 2015, going back to instructor school in 2017, and opened a school in 2019.
How much more time or certification do you need for the instructor's license?
Well, actually, Texas took that away. For some
What?
reason, they said, okay, you don't have to be an instructor. We don't have the instructor program anymore that I paid for and went to school for. They say you don't have to go to school for that anymore. Anybody can be an instructor in Texas. As long you can hire anybody at your school, make them an instructor as long as they have a nail tech license.
Mm.
Texas, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you feel like now, do you feel like it's hard to get the students, or like it's pretty steady with that? Like, is it up and down per season? What do you think about it?
With me, it's pretty steady. The only thing is my target audience, which is really young ladies from like 18 and up, 18 to like maybe 25. So of course they want to pay, they want to come so bad. That's another reason why I'm trying to keep my tuition as low as I can, because that's my target audience. And my target audience do not have $6,000 or $5,000 because they have to pay me out of pocket. So I keep it as low as I can, like I said, for them, and then they'll come up with half of it. They'll make payment plans. So that's my target audience. So it's for me, it's steady.
And then how often are you one of the teachers or you got other teachers there?
Well, actually, it's me, and I have two other of my prior students that I made them my instructor. So when I'm busy, I mean when I'm tired, I have an appointments. I hire them as I need them. I don't have just like a steady staff. It's really just me until like I just said, until I hire one of my instructors to come and sit in for me when I'm not there.
Now, what does expansion look like for you? Like, what do you see like it getting bigger? Do you want to be in there where you don't have to be like one of the instructors all the time, or what does that look like?
Well, I really that was my plan to like have a staff, but I'm the type of person I need to know, and it's kind of hard, but I want to know what's going on in my business because I know other schools that have lost their schools because they wasn't there. They hire people, let people run their books, run the school, and then TDLR come in, stuff is not in order, and they get fines, they get shut down. That scared me. I didn't want that. So I'm like, I do it myself. You know, I love nails. I just go up there, sit down, run my mouth, playing some nail products. I do it. I do it. But now it's time for me to like slow down and finally, like I just said, trust a couple of ladies to work for me every now and then. And I actually was going to retire because I'm like, I'm burnt out because I've been doing this steady since 2019.
Okay.
I was going to retire and I'm like, okay, that was a harsh word because I was burnt out, like really bad. I was like burnt out.
It
And I
happens.
decided, I said, let me finally hire some help, you know, and then not enroll as much. So that's my goal is to keep it going, but not enroll as much and try not to be up there as much.
Now, did you just say enroll as much? You got people over here begging and looking for students. You talk.
I know, yeah. So, you know, I want to take it like a month or two in between semesters because when the semester ends, about 2 or 3 weeks, I'm enrolling another semester. So it's a constant. I've been doing it like I say since 2019, just constant, constant, constant. So I got burned out.
So what you got? 3 semesters a year? Are you doing 3 semesters a year?
3, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
you need
they can
you
get
need a
early.
break.
They could be done as early as 4 months or as late as 6 months. But prior, it was just 4 months. Boom, out of here. Another semester. Boom, 4 months out of here. So I was doing 3 semesters a year.
Yeah. So either you need to hire somebody part time. Well, you probably need to go part
Yeah,
time on your last semester or something like that. Yeah,
yeah.
because
It's a lot.
the
Just me.
burnout is real.
It is real.
Yeah.
It was real. I was gonna say I'm selling my business. I'm like, everybody like, wait, what you doing? Are you like, no? I'm like, I'm tired. And hire people. I don't want to hire people. And that's my thinking. Like, no, I can do it, but I realize, no, no, I need some help. I need a vacation. I need
Yeah.
time away. And I wasn't doing
Yeah.
it. I wasn't taking no vacation or anything. Just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, to scale, you're definitely going to need some help. How many? So I know you said you hired some mentors. How many did you actually have to get to help you open up the school? I mean, was it different, like a couple different ones, or was just one in particular?
Different couple of ones. So the first one was me, you know, Barber. He actually mentored people to have a school. So he reached out
Hmm.
to me when I graduated, instructor school, and say, "Hey, you ready to get this school? You ready to get this blueprint?" So I hired him, and he walked me through the process. And it's a lot that you have to learn. Also, besides just a mentor. A mentor is not going to tell you every little thing. Like here, do this every day. I still had to figure stuff out on my own. So I definitely had to hire a millionaire barber. Then I had to hire six-figure spa chick. She has a tribe that she teach ladies about business credit, about marketing, about funding. All of that stuff helped me. So basically, those two.
Yeah, I always tell people because some people they don't want to hire mentors, but I'm just like you guys are burning yourself out, and you can really can collapse time if you could just go ahead and spend the money up front.
Yeah.
That'll help you not make so many costly mistakes and just chasing
Yes.
your tail over
Yeah.
and over and over again.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, people. I mean, I get it. It's a lot of gimmicks out here, and sometimes you don't know who to trust. But after you do your research, I would definitely suggest like you definitely need to get mentorship. Did you provide it for like once your girls graduate? Like, do you provide mentorships to like any capacity?
Yes, because they be wanting to get their own nail salon, sometimes their own product line. So I do help them, you know, with that. I mean, but to get their own salon, that's actually free. That's in my curriculum. to help
Okay.
them get their nail salon. If they want to do anything further, like a product line, they have to pay me for that. So I would mentor them for that. And a lot of people reach out to me because they see what I have done in a short amount of time. So I get constant messages about, can you help me get to school? And I'm like, sure, but like you just said, you're gonna have to pay me. At first I was saying no, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, no, especially in Texas, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's a business. And I told them, I said, you know what? Yes, I will help you, but you would have to franchise with me. That's the
Mm.
thing that they don't kind of like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be the black female Paul Mitchell. You know, just like any other
Mm.
business. I'm like, you can franchise with me. They don't want to do that, so I'm like, okay, well, if I can help you run your school, because like I tell people, they don't want to really help me. They don't want to pay me to get to school. They need help when they get the school open. So I'm like, okay, I can help you and mentor you to teach, because everybody cannot teach. If you
Right.
pay all that money to get to school, that's why I tell them, being honest, this is free game. You can pay all this money to get to school. Once you get it, what you gonna do then? Who gonna enroll? I have to teach you how to get that going. So
Yeah,
I
because I
am
think
I am here
sometimes
to
with
help.
any business, people will think if you build it, they would just show up and they're just gonna come
They're not.
because, yeah.
Because they see, like I said, they see what I have. They see the students involved with me. But like I tell people, that's me. They look at me sometimes as a, influencer. I'm like, no, I'm just Miss Cain. No, you an influencer to us. I'm like, okay, well, pay me then. But yeah,
Lucky
yeah, like you said, you can get the school going, but who's going to enroll? Because y'all just want to get to school, but you're not even on social media.
Did they have a lot of see over here? We don't have a lot of nail schools, maybe two. Do you guys have? Because Texas is huge though.
Yeah,
Do
Texas
you guys,
huge.
is there a lot of competition for nail schools there?
To be honest with you, I'm not really, because the schools that's in my area, most of them, they are cosmetology schools, which
Mm-hmm.
means, the whole full program. So students who really come to me, not only do they like me and know me, they just want to stick with just nails. I don't do, it's
Right.
not a cosmetology, it's just strictly nails. So besides me that I can think of, it's just honestly maybe three or four more maybe. But most of them, again, want to do the cosmetology program to get the full program to get the government funding. And I don't want to do the government funding.
And then the ones that you say is 3 and 4 more, are they in Dallas or are they in the outskirts of Texas
In
somewhere else?
in Houston area, and like maybe like in the Dallas area, up in that area. Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been thinking about franchising?
For the last 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so
you
that's
gonna
how
are you
I
gonna
want to
give
do that.
mentorship with that one? Are you gonna give mentorship with that one to
Yeah,
help scale that?
yeah. My son and my accountant, they know about that kind of stuff. So that's why I said, okay, let's do franchising. So I'm going towards that way. I'm actually looking into it now to come up with a program for anybody who do want to franchise with me. So yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank
Oh,
you.
wow. Listen, that's gonna be awesome. That's
That's
gonna
my
be awesome.
plan. Yeah.
Now I see that you're getting the Honorary Trailblazer Award for nail excellence. How do you feel about that?
I'm excited. At first I'm like, oh my God, what is this? I've never heard of this. I'm like, like really little old me, like for real. I'm like, I'm excited. Like, I appreciate this opportunity. Like, thank you. I'm just really excited. Really
Well,
excited.
look at
Thank
what you're doing, and that's why
you.
that's why the platform was built, so that since it's so many, right, so that
Yeah,
people can really take the industry serious. It's not just about polishing nails
yeah. Right.
and doing designs. It's not. It's
Right.
not just about that.
Exactly. What I tell my students all the time, you want to just polish these nails, do these designs. What about getting your license? You need to know about the rules and regulations of the state, how to not infect your client and the community. It's a big deal. Like I tell students, it's a big deal to get your license. And when you said earlier certification, I kind of cringe when I hear that word, because when people take classes, they'll get like a little
Mhm.
certificate and they think that's a certification to do nails. I'm like, no, that's just something that person gave you, saying they took a class with me on how to lay acrylic. But Texas does not recognize that. Texas recognizes a license. from the state of Texas, a real license.
Absolutely.
That's a big deal.
Absolutely. Because I know sometimes you just sit back and think that you had no idea that you would be in the space that you're in. From when you just started out just doing it, and you just wanted to do it because you was retired, you
Yes.
liked playing in it, and
This
that
is
was it.
true story. Like I tell people, my husband actually put my name in websites of schools in the area to go get licensed. This house I'm in right now, I'm in my bedroom playing in sticky products. He like, okay, baby, can you go to school or something? You go outside with that? I'm like, okay. And then school started calling me, like, come for a tour, come for a tour. I'm like, why everybody calling me? He said, oh, I forgot. I put your name in the school's website. Go to school. I said, you trying to get rid of me? Like, trying to get out of this house with these sticky products? She said, no, baby, you actually good at this. And I can tell you like this. So why don't you go get your license? I said, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna get my license to get the professional products because I couldn't get any professional products, of course. I had to go to the nail supply store or Walmart, get the little sticky nail stuff right. So I was just doing that. And I said, yeah, let me go get my license. And guess what? I wanted to get my license just so I can be able to buy professional products. He said, what? You're not gonna do other people's nails? I'm like, no, I ain't doing that. I'm retired. I ain't finna work for nobody. I ain't doing that. So that was honestly my goal, is to just do my own nails.
And how long did it take you to get a full book?
2015 I graduated. 2016 I got my first spot, and I was just still in there doing my own nails. And everybody was like, can you do my nails? I'm like, no. They're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, okay, for real. So
yeah, maybe I know you ain't get a suite just to do your own nails. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness.
I did, no lie, because when I was trying to market, because my first suite was in the hood, around the other salons that was charging $25 a full set. So I came out of school, I'm charging $40 a full set, and nobody didn't want me to do their nails. So I'm like, okay, I do my own nails then. Oh well. So they finally came. So it took about a year to get a full book.
That's still good though.
Once they realized that I was, because again, back then, without me knowing, I was educating them on the difference of the illegal products, the real products, the importance of sanitation. I was just talking and educating them, not trying to just do the nails, but telling them, you should not let them do this on you. You should not let them do that on you. I was instructing without me even realizing it. So that's how it all really started too. Then they finally said, okay, I'm gonna try you. $40? I said, yeah, 40. I'm not charging 20. So they finally came, and that's how the word got out about me. They were like, oh my God, y'all, look at my nails. Look, they're not lifting, they're not popping off. Then in the hood, the word got around that it was a black girl over there doing nails. Mm-hmm. That's how it started. And then the word got out, and I kept getting appointments. I'm like, oh my God, I'm nervous. I don't want to do nobody nails, but I did it. I did it, and it worked out. So yeah, here I am.
Look at God. Look at God.
Yep, I didn't plan none of this. Honestly, I didn't plan none of this.
Wow. I'm blown away. I'm not gonna lie, especially when you start talking about the franchise. Like, I'm really, really happy for you. I definitely want to see that come to fruition for you. I definitely want to see that. Now, I know since the whole thing went kind of fast for you, right? Now, when you were getting it, how long was the process when you started the nail school and actually getting it up? And when you was going on with that, at any point did you feel like it was like, you know what? I think I might have bit off more than I can chew. This is too much. I don't know.
Because when I opened the school, I got everything approved in 2019. So to be honest with you, August 2019, I signed a lease. I found a building. That was August. I kept head down, doing all my paperwork. Before I knew it, it was November, Thanksgiving night. And I was done decorating. I was just decorating the school just to be doing it. So August, September, October, November, like 3.5, 4 months, I was done, approved with the school. I said, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna take a month off. I'm tired. And like I said, I was still on social media, right? Just showing little pieces of things I was doing. I started getting all kind of emails from students saying, Miss Cain, when is orientation? I'm like, what? We are ready to enroll. When is orientation? I'm like, y'all, stop playing with me. we're not playing. Let's do witness orientation. I'm like, oh my God. So when I got done in November, I said, okay, let's have an orientation in December. So I did that just to be doing it now, just to be serving cookies and cakes and juice, just to have an orientation. January 15, 16 girls lined up.
What? Now,
Yeah.
when you was opening up the school, were you still doing nails though at the suite, or you
No,
just stopped?
I stopped doing nails. Yeah.
Okay.
So I did orientation, and again, I'm marketing on social media, and they came. I'm like, huh? So seriously, January the 3rd was my first group I enrolled. 15 showed up. No, 16 showed up. 15 enrolled. So like I said, since then it's been nonstop. Boom, boom, nonstop ever since then.
So what year did you actually, so this is what I'm talking about. So in 2019, right, you found the building, but the process from you actually, so you got the idea and then you said, well, let me get a mentor so I can get some help. Like, what was it like so all this like a 2 years?
2018, I got the mentor.
Okay.
And I took it seriously 2019. So I
Okay.
found the building, did everything, got approved. Actually, October 2019, when they Texas first stamped my approval, you're good, you own the school. You can enroll, do your thing.
Okay, cool. Okay.
So started 2018 when I hired a mentor.
That transition seems really smooth, Cynthia.
Yeah. I did it crying. Like I tell people, I don't show everything behind the scenes. It was really stressful, and I'm like, okay, I'm not the type of person to say forget it. I just kept going because that's the type of person I am. Whenever I put my mind to something, if I want to do it, I'm gonna keep doing it until I figure it out, and I figured it out.
So that's so that probably was the best question. Not that you wanted to quit, but what are some of the things you felt like was like really, really stressful? Not a hardship, but you just like you said, just stressful, maybe things that were unexpected that you didn't realize was gonna come.
That's a good question, because this is what people don't realize. They just want to school. I said, okay, when you get to school, how you gonna handle, like I just said, 15 was my first group. You got 15 different personalities. That's the most stressful part about getting to school once you get it going. You have 15, if that's how many you have, different personalities. You have 15 different learning, I don't want to say disorders, but everybody learn different. You're trying to show it one way, two may get it, the rest, you got to figure out how you're going to teach them what you're trying to teach. That's the most complicated thing once you get to school. It's the students and their personalities, and you do get some, with learning disabilities. They don't tell you that they can't read when they get there. They don't tell you. They don't tell you that they really have, they can't really see. It's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes. They don't tell you that. I'm trying to teach you something, and they don't tell me that they really kind of blind. I'm like, well, how am I teach you? You know what I'm saying? That's what I go through. That's what I go through.
Now, how long are they there per day? The classes, how long is it?
It just depends. So another thing I've done when I said I was burned out, I said, let me do something different than no other school is doing, because that's what I learned as a businesswoman. You have to solve a problem, right? So everybody who wanted to come to me, they only wanted to come to me. They said, Miss Cynthia, I want to go to your school. I like you. I know you're going to teach me, but you don't open on weekends. You don't open during the nighttime in the evening. I said, okay, let me try this before I really retire and give it up. I'm burned out. Let me try something. So here go me again, my bright ideas. I said, let's open 7 days a week. 7 days a week. Close at 8 o'clock, 10 to 8. Guess what? It worked. Here come an overflow of enrollments. I'm like, oh my God. I was just talking about burned out. Now I'm burned out again, kind of sort of. So they work. They enrolled because they wanted the evening classes and the weekend classes. So that's what works. And that's why I said, let me hire some help. So I do have 2 instructors on standby that can go and open for me or work on weekends for me if I need to. So I'm off today, of course, it's Saturday. Nobody wanted to come in today, so they have to let me know in advance. on the weekends before I get up because I'm there Monday through Friday. Don't no one came today, so I'm off today. So yeah, that's what I did, and it worked.
Right. So if you got a class in the day and a class in the night, like are they there for 4 hours a day? Like it's one class 4 hours like
Yeah.
that,
No,
four
so
hours a day.
basically the way I do my school, I'm open from 10, the doors close at 8. The students are responsible and they know, okay, I'm still open from 10 to 8. They come in the middle around that time. They come when they come, they leave when they leave.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just sit up there, I'm there. And I pretty much know now each student, they schedule. I know who's going to come in at 10. I know who's going to leave at 3. I know who's going to stay until 10 to 5. I know who's going to stay sometime 10 to 8 to get 10 hours. I know who's going to leave in a couple of hours. That's how I run it. I know now my student schedule. I know who's going to come on weekends like today. Nobody coming today. It's Saturday. I'm open, but nobody wanted to come, so I'm not going to open. Tomorrow is Sunday. I know nobody's going to come tomorrow, so I thank God I have a weekend off. So that's how it works. I have a pretty much mind of their schedule, so I can be there.
So when they come, so if that's the case, then that means that every day the scheduled hours is accumulated based off of when they come, like that.
Yes. So it's up to them. It's up to them when they want to come, because if they come like Monday through Friday and get 8 hours a day, they know that they can be done in about 4 months. So this semester that started in May, they have until December, so that's 6.5, 7 months almost. This is my last semester this year. So again, they pretty much know when they're going to exit out. I have some exiting out in September. I have some that's going to be done in December. So again, the school is open. They know when the school open. They know they come in whenever I'm open.
I see why you're tired. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. So now as we come to an end, Cynthia, I want you to give some words of advice to, of course, the new ones, anybody that's trying to open up a school. You can't say stay motivated and keep going, but I want you to give them some advice.
Some advice, and this is advice I give everyone who want to open up a school. Like you said earlier, you're going to have to pay for people to help you, because that's what I did. I would spend hundreds of thousands of dollars for mentors, for courses, for classes, for mentorship. So you have to make sure that you're willing to sow a seed and invest in something that you want to do. And also make sure that once you get it, it has to be a passion, because some people do this just for the money. You can't do it for that. You have to do it for the passion. And once I realized, God showed me this is really my passion. That's why I keep going the way I do, because the young ladies, they need me. And I'm doing it again because this is my passion, and I want to help these young ladies. So that's my advice. Pay to play, and just realize it must be your passion, right? And also, lastly, make sure, like me, you know what's going on in your own school. You need to know without hiring people and just say, okay, I'm a boss. I'm never there. I'm a boss. I ain't got to be there. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You need to know what's going on, like I just said, in your own books, with your own curriculum, with those student hours. You need to know and make sure that stuff is done correctly, or everything can crumble down and you'll lose everything.
Absolutely. Okay, guys. Now you done heard it first. I done told y'all about the mentorship. I done told y'all how much I done paid for coaches and classes and masterminds and all that. It is not a joke, okay? No. If you're trying to scale, if you're trying to grow, if that was the case, you will already be there, right? You keep watching social media, just trying to figure out you're wasting time. Please get some help so that you can elevate yourself to the next level. We want to say bye to Miss Cynthia. Say bye, Cynthia.
Hello.
And we will see you guys next week with another edition of Nails Are a Lifestyle.
Thank you.